So once you get your code, like I was saying earlier, make sure you click on that NAICS code. The next page that pops up gives you the top 10 revenue generating companies in that NAICS code. I will start researching all those companies, what their websites look like, what kind of revenue are they driving, how long they've been in business, what do they do, the brand colors, everything about those businesses. They're the top revenue driving companies in that industry for a reason. So, how do you fit with their mission, vision, their clients, all those things you want to look at? And I would take a whole dry erase board and put every company down, pros and cons, and how do I fit into that market space? How much market cap they have, and where are you looking to fit in, right? Where are they at regionally compared to you? Do that and research a little bit deeper into next before you go a step further. Now, once you've got that down, I would say definitely, and again, we're talking about business setups, but the Federal Procurement Data System, fpds.gov, is a cheat code after NAICS because you may not get into government contracting, but you can understand who's subcontracting, who's winning awards, who's doing business with whom, and you can see at a totality, am I where are my clients at? They may be government, they may be Navy, Air Force, or they may be right here in my city, and you may be looking at something totally different. It's another cheat code because you can take your NAICS code and plug it into that federal procurement data system and see who's been winning contracts for the last 20, 30 years.
Right.
Another cheat code to say, you know what, this is what the landscape looks like. Before I jump out into it, I may want to partner with some of these guys. They may have market share that I can take up, or they may be missing a partner in me, right?
Hmm.
So that would be the next step right after that.
Okay. And I don't want this to go over people's heads of what we're talking about. So government
True.
contracting, you might think that's a little too early out the gate and everything to start with government contracting. But when you do business with the government is recession proof. They print the money. So there's a lot of ups and downs that you hear about in entrepreneurship because you can have bad days and you can have good days because that can be determined on the market, that could be determined on your client and their spending habits. It's a lot of factors, but a good security net or a good safety net is doing business with the government because there's so many different departments. There's so many needs and wants, so more than likely they're going to have a need for what you do. Getting into those NICS codes and everything that Coach John is talking about. So it's not too early to think about government contract. This is actually something this is something that's going to help you in the long term because this is something that's secure, that's going to have a solid foundation, that's going to be continual income coming in because the government is always going to need services, products, systems and things like that. So that's what we were talking about as far as like FSPDS and all that. I'm slaughtering it, but FPDS because we're going to get into that as well.